Are you successfully sticking to a regular upload schedule on YouTube? If you're struggling to make a commitment, then check out these 5 tips to help you stick to a plan and grow your channel faster. Let's dive in. Hey, it's Gord here. Welcome. If it's your first time here and it's your passion to make great videos, become a ninja at video editing and learn more tips on how to succeed with video and marketing on YouTube, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification icon so you don't miss a thing. Tip number 1, be more accountable. I can be a perfectionist and a procrastinator, so it's hard for me to commit to a schedule because I don't know how long it's going to take to make that perfect video. For me, it's easier to avoid a commitment and just mosey along until I complete the job to my satisfaction. So, because I don't make myself committed and accountable to a schedule, I can often spend way too much time to get my videos done. When you aren't faced with a deadline, it's easy to spend too much time researching, scripting, and perfecting the edit. And for me, the art is in the edit, meaning that's where I derive so much artistic and creative satisfaction. The end result is that without a schedule, work expands to fill the time because I'm always thinking I can make the product a little better. That's the curse of the perfectionist. But if your primary goal is to grow on YouTube, you can't be too micro-focused on your needs. Instead, you need to be mindful for how you can serve your audience better by producing content more consistently and more frequently. If you make yourself accountable to a schedule, then the algorithm will likely respond well. Your content will be more discoverable in search and appear more in recommended and suggested videos, and your existing audience will want to come back for more. I believe that my resistance to being accountable and not committing to a schedule has prevented me from growing my YouTube channel faster. For example, I had a few great momentum building periods where I gained a lot of traction by publishing frequently. And then I let the air out of the balloon, so to speak, by not keeping up with the consistent publishing that had contributed to the strong channel growth I had before. But guess what? I'm now committed to deliver a new video weekly on Thursdays. Yes, Gord's going to give in and be accountable. And I'll keep you posted on how I'm doing. And I'm also going to try to deliver 1 live video per week. So my question of the day is, if you do work with a publishing schedule, how do you think it has helped your channel grow? And if you don't have a schedule in play, how do you think it's affected your channel growth? And do you care? Tip number 2, strive for good to great quality and let go of perfectionism. We all like to produce a high quality product, and for me, I have a certain production quality threshold that I don't want to go below because I might alienate the audience I attracted with my high quality videos in the first place. I'm saying that if your goals are to grow on YouTube, you need to listen to your audience feedback to know what they think sucks and what they think is great. Then you've got to strive to make more of what's good to great quality. Here's a little idea to keep your quality up and your time management in check. If you rate your own videos on a score out of 10 and good to great is level 6 or higher, consider trying to produce more 6 or 7 level finished products versus 8 or 9 level versions that may take considerably more time to create. Again, be sure that you're asking for and listening to the feedback from your audience and not just using your own perception of quality to assess what's acceptable. Naturally, as we work at the craft by experimenting and producing more consistently, we'll see an improved skill level and an improved process workflow that will also lead to making better videos faster. Finally, I want to emphasize that if you have a channel like mine where you make evergreen tutorial content, every video you publish is for the long run. Tip number 3, publishing consistently at least once a week if your channel niche fits with that goal. Depending on the type of channel you have, it may not be viable to achieve the goal of publishing once a week. For example, some channels, produce videos that may involve a fancy production crew or sophisticated animation work, which could be a challenge to produce weekly. On the other hand, news channels and vloggers can post content much more frequently, anywhere from several times a week to even several times a day, because the production and editing complexity is much less demanding. So, it's quite possible to publish less than once a week and still have a thriving channel if you're publishing epic content. When considering what frequency of publication is good for you, you may need to think about many other factors, such as how is your channel performing, what publication frequency is possible given your own personal circumstances, and whether publishing more frequently is relevant for your audience, meaning, do they want to consume your content more frequently? Having said that, let's examine the many benefits of publishing at least one time per week. Benefit number 1. Recency and consistency of publishing is favored by the algorithm, which helps to get your videos to appear more often in suggested and recommended videos. Benefit number 2. By remaining top of mind with weekly publishing, your viewers will likely stay longer as you've made it a habit to publish, and they've likely grown to anticipate the delivery of your content. Benefit number 3, your creator production skills and workflow process will improve more quickly when you produce more content. If you like this video about scheduling on YouTube, be sure to check out the playlist featured in the card link above or in the description below to learn a ton more from my other YouTube strategy videos. Tip number 4, be willing to change up and diversify your content. As YouTubers, we often experience an emotional roller coaster of feeling intermittently uninspired creatively. These ups and down cycles can greatly affect our ability to commit to a schedule. For example, you can run out of ideas that appeal to you as the artist for content creation, or you may feel bored with the narrow focus of your niche, or maybe you believe that you've covered all that you can, and perhaps it's time maybe to do something else, like start another channel or leave YouTube altogether. But sometimes, when you're feeling uninspired, all it takes is a willingness to experiment and try new things, whether it's new types of videos, or maybe you need to consider new subjects to cover in your content strategy. For example, you might choose to experiment by adding to your channel content with new video formats like Q&A or live streams. Or you might choose to pivot a little from a narrow niche focus in terms of your content ideas. Just keep in mind that you always need to ensure that what you want to try remains relevant to your audience. So, don't consider quitting when perhaps all it takes is some ingenuity to change things up a little on your channel, and diversifying may provide you with the inspiration you need to keep producing every week. One thing for sure is that you won't know what might work until you try some different things. So get out of your comfort zone, think more out of the box, and don't forget to get feedback from the community you serve about what other things they'd like to see from you or how your new content experiments resonate with them. Tip number 5, prioritize self-care over burnout. We YouTubers often internalize the pressures of having to be a consistent creator and frequent publisher, and we just, don't plan enough downtime to revitalize ourselves. So you need to do your best to listen to your own signs of distress or burnout and be sure that you're taking care of your health. Life needs to have balance, and if some things are out of whack, then it's easy to spiral downwards both physically and emotionally. When this burnout happens, it can lead to you needing to take a break from producing content, which will lead to publishing inconsistently. For tips on how to deal with and avoid burnout, watch my YouTube video about YouTube burnout, where I talk with a health expert on how to cope with this very real problem that affects so many YouTubers. Check the link in the card above or in the video description below. Whether or not you choose to follow a schedule, if your goal is YouTube growth, you'll still need to produce quality content for your channel so that people want to keep coming back to watch. Do your best to keep developing as a practitioner. Learn from your analytics. Dial in your process and the quality level of your audio and your video, as well as your skills in other areas like storytelling and the integration of B-roll and other engaging content elements to max out the engagement quality in your videos. Wow, there's so much you can benefit from publishing with consistency and frequency through a schedule, but regardless, you need to keep your sanity, and committing to a schedule is not for everyone. For those that do, their courage and execution is taking them to the next level. If you like this video, be sure to press the like button, share it with your friends and colleagues, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos like this one. See you in another video soon.